20 windows, 20 projects. The difficulty level of these 20 projects will be different from each other. Some will be easy and some will be not so easy. This one, the peacock feather, is quite basic and very beginner friendly. The pattern can also be used for both stained glass and fused glass. I will put a link to the pattern, which is in PDF format, in the description below. First of all, I'm going to trace all my pieces onto my glass, and I'm using offcuts, so I don't have all the codes with me, but I will find them and I will add them in the description below. I want this feather to stand upright on a wooden stand, which we're going to make, and I'll show it to you in this video. So for the bottom part, I'm going to extend it a little bit and make it wider for some support, and also a bottom part that will slide into a slot of the wooden stand. Wow, look at these colors, and we're not even holding it against the light. Normally, I don't think ahead of the next project, or 2 or 3, but because I have 20 items to make, I filled up my shelf with some dots for a full fuse. If you want to see me make a simple stand for the feather, then don't go anywhere. But first, for those who want to make the feather in stained glass. You of course are not going to cut the second layer of clear glass. You're only going to cut all your small pieces. You're going to grind them, foil them and solder them. What I would do is I would take a piece of copper wire or tinned copper wire, and I would solder it into the center of the feather just to make a little wider and more prominent line. For the stand, I was lucky enough to have found this wooden block in the garage, and it's already been sanded, and my hubby was nice enough to cut a slot into the wood for me, wide enough for the glass to fit into it. If this didn't happen, I would have chiseled a slot into it. In the meantime, I've also cut the bottom piece of the glass shorter with my ring saw, as I found it to be way too long. Then I wanted to fill the sides up with some wood filler, but quickly found out that the wood filler I had was dried out. So I found some all-purpose filler, filled it up and put it in the sun to dry. Thereafter, I sanded the stand where I filled it with filler and I used some chalk spray paint to paint it white. Number 1 done and dusted, 19 more to go.